Goodness gracious. Good afternoon and welcome to Seekonk High School for day 3, our third and final day of our opening meet in the short course season. It's been a good 2.5 days so far. This is our final session of the weekend, the 13 and over session, which will begin very shortly. As you see, the pool is cleared. There is no scoreboard today, folks. Now, when I say no scoreboard, I mean on the screen. Probably not a big deal to this group because we did not have it yesterday. There's some sort of software issues with it, so we will not have it. I did move the camera on the near end to capture as much of the physical scoreboard in the pool as I could. I will do my best to call out event and heats, and I feel like I do that anyways. As always, I will announce the top 3. When it gets to the 50 freeze, it'll probably just be the top person at the end because that is rapid fire. But fortunately, we'll start off with a slower event, a little better pace, 200 freestyle, girls 13 and over. I'm here with Elisa Palchat this afternoon, helping me out with the video production. She'll be in charge of all things cameras. So switching between our 3 cameras, keeping me laughing, and generally me being a shoulder to cry on. So we appreciate all of you who are out there. Many of you are probably in the parking lot. It's funny. I like to meet as many parents as possible. I'm sure I've walked by many of you out there, and you didn't even know that I was the announcer guy. I met quite a few people this morning who were, well, they don't. I met quite a few this morning who weren't aware. So the timers are all in the building, getting their lane assignments. We are almost ready to go. You're going to have to bear with me on my voice this afternoon because this is the session where it typically gets a little dicey. A lot of words being spoken this weekend. All right, so Mark Richardson says he can see the scoreboard. Yeah, you know, the clarity and resolution of the camera certainly helps with that. You know, it's like I said, it's not perfect, but it will have to do. And again, you know, any times that we give here and we talk about here, those are not official times. Meet Mobile is going to have your official times. So that's the reason we have backup timers so they can take a manual time. I'll tell you, we had quite a few soft touches in the session this morning. It was like endless. Yeah, there was heats of soft touches this morning where I could not give a time because the kids didn't touch the touchpad hard enough. So it doesn't happen as much in the 13 and over session, but it does indeed happen. So we'll try and give everyone some Patriots updates. Patriots are down 12-6, 9:27 in the half to the Houston Texans. And here we go, folks. Starting off, event 43, girls 13 and over, 200 freestyle. This is heat 1 of 9. Sarah Bernard in lane 1, Samara Ghali in 2, Ella Folks in 3, Selena Zhu in 4, Sophia Simus is in lane number 5. So we have an open lane, lane 6. Sarah Bernard typically is in the first heat of every event, and Sarah Bernard is usually 30 body lengths out ahead of everybody. So I think Sarah Bernard should have been seated. She was seated with no time, so that would explain why she's in heat number 1. But we did see Sarah yesterday have a great afternoon, winning, I think, 3 of the 4 heats that she was in, or maybe all 4. Once again, lane 1 on the bottom of your screen, closest to the camera. Lane 6 toward the top of your screen. Bernard swimming right now from left to right, the only one going left to right. At the far end, that gives you some perspective on Bernard. So 16-year-old from Commonwealth. She is off to a great start this afternoon. She's got another 50 to go. If we're looking at second place, it looks to be Selena Zhu in lane 5, followed by Ella Folks in lane 3. So Bernard will cruise to victory here in our opening event of the afternoon. 42 people on board. I'll tell you, folks, the 13 and over session as Bernard finishes 2:01.47 her time. The 13 and over session came strong this morning. At the peak, we had 151 viewers. So that's a high watermark for us ever. You watch Zhu and Folks battling it out. Excuse me, Seamus and Zhu battling it out. Second place does go to Zhu. Third place does go to Sophia Seamus. So we had 151 folks on the live stream this morning for the 12 and under group. I'd love to even come close to matching that with the 13 and over group this afternoon. This is event 43, heat 2 of 9. Genevieve Chase in lane 1, Melanie Benner in 2, Carolina Kiang in 3, Amaya Brooks in 4, Hunter Dubois in 5, and Amelia Gant in lane 6. Carolina Kiang in lane 3 comes in with the top time, 2:26.85. She will likely be battling with Amaya Brooks to her right in lane 4, and it is Brooks who is first to touch after the first 50. 31.73 for Brooks, 32.68 for Kiang right behind her. So they've quickly moved ahead of the field, about a body length separating Brooks and Kiang, and then Kiang and Genevieve Chase in lane 1 from Anglerfish. Genevieve Chase looks to be making a bit of a move now on the top of the screen in lane 1. Brooks has settled into her pace too and expanding her lead in lane number 4. So Brooks remains the leader as they'll make the turn and come in for 150. Amaya Brooks, 13 years old from Anglerfish. She comes in with a 2:28.05. Hunter Dubois in lane 5 has now moved into second, bumping Kiang to third. So Hunter Dubois in lane 5, Kiang in lane 3, but your leader is Amaya Brooks from Anglerfish in lane number 4. She'll touch the wall and make the turn for home. 2:28.05 is the time she's looking to beat. She will annihilate that time. 2:18.19 for Brooks. Hunter Dubois will take second. Dubois will go at 2:25.19. The battle for third goes to Genevieve Chase. No, it goes to Carolina Kiang. So she goes at 2:28.72. Benefit of that lanky frame and long arms outtouched Chase. So Amaya Brooks, your Heat 2 winner. Heat 3 is off and running. Michaela Gabriel in lane 1, Izzy Alonso in 2, Charlotte Kaiser in 3, Olivia Emmanuel in 4, Tessa Rennell in 5, and in lane 6, Kiera Wilson. Charlotte Kaiser comes in with the top time of 2:20.20, but it's Olivia Emmanuel in lane 4 who's out to the early start here. So Emmanuel swimming out of lane 4, white cap, purple graphics going left to right now. She's a 16-year-old from the Nashua, New Hampshire Storm YMCA. Storm's team colors are purple and black. So Emmanuel leading the way by a good distance here. Next closest swimmer is Michaela Gabriel. She's in 1. Kiera Wilson is in 6. So they're the closest. Emmanuel will come in for her, complete her first 150 yards. 137.93 for Emmanuel. Very comfortable lead for her. She's settled into a good pace, breathing every 3 strokes. The important thing is she's kept her kick up. Typically in these shorter distance events, I'll call them, like the 200, you have a tendency to see swimmers' kicks start to drop off, especially in the freestyle and backstroke after the 100 mark. So it's impressive that Emmanuel has kept her kick up, and she will be your Heat 3 winner. Olivia Emmanuel, 2:13.27 from the Storm. It'll be lane 6, Kiera Wilson taking second. Third place will go to Michaela Gabriel from Gators. So Olivia Emmanuel, your Heat 3 winner. Heat 4 off and running here. Meadow Sherlock in 1. Taya Lou Morel in 2, Emily Richardson in 3, Danny Coble in 4, Rachel Ruminer in 5, and Maggie Bocconi-Schur in lane 6. Emily Richardson out to the early lead, 17-year-old from the Storm as well. She's in the middle of your screen going left to right. White cap. She has Danny Coble to her inside. In lane 4, Richardson remains the leader in lane 3. She's about to make the turn. Coble staying a close distance behind. So Coble about a second to a second and a half behind Richardson. They are a good body length to 2 out in front of the next closest swimmers in lanes 5 and 6. Richardson will make the turn for her final 50, as will Danny Coble. 2-second lead for Richardson, swimming out of lane number 3. So lane 3 will go, lane 3. Heat 4 will go to Emily Richardson out of lane 3, 2:08.09. Danny Coble will take second, 2:11.82. The battle for third in lanes 5 and 6 will go to Rachel Ruminer from Kingfish, 2:16.64. So we'll move on to heat number 5. Leah Libman in lane 1, Mary Powers in 2, Quinn Cute in 3, Vivian Wienert in 4, Jada Green in 5, and Audrey Hannigan in lane 6. Top time coming in belongs to Quinn Cute, 2:07.34 for Cute. Quinn Cute leading the way, 28.99, so a sub. 29.50 there to start us off. Quinn Cute, 16 years old from Gators. So Jada Green in lane 5 has moved into first place. Vivian Wienert in lane 4 has moved into second. So both Wienert girls having a phenomenal weekend. Vivian's younger sister, Nico, had a great morning session both days this weekend. Vivian had a great day yesterday, and she's challenging right here in heat number 5, right up against Jada Green. So Jada Green's your leader in lane 5. Vivian Wienert right behind her in lane 4, and right behind her is Quinn Cute. So Jada Green still your leader, Wienert second, Cute third right now. Here's the final 25. I think this is going to be the finishing order. Green, Wienert, Cute. Although Cute making a late push here in lane 3. Who's going to outtouch who? Jada Green takes it. Wienert second, Cute third. 0.4 of a second separate first and third. Jada Green goes to 2:07.57 for the heat 5 win. We'll move into heat number 6. Autumn Card in lane 1, Alex Strand in 2, Alexandra Marvel in 3, Emma Vlou in 4, Hannah Norton in 5, and Emma Cates in lane 6. Marvel comes in with the top time, 2:04.56. Marvel and Vlou battling it out. It is Vlou at the turn, 28.79. And Vlou has extended her lead in lane 4. Alex Strand's now running in second place from lane number 2. Vlou continues to power along in lane 4. So Emma Vlou will take it. 15-year-old from the Storm. She'll go at 2:04.02. Alex Strand will take second in lane 2, 2:08.33. And third place comes from lane 3, Alexandra Marvel, also from the Storm. Emma Vlou, your Heat 6 winner. Move on to Heat number 7. Gabriela Rizzuto in lane 1, Charlie Hoover in 2, Isabella Bobasea in lane 3, Anya Rao in 4, Julia Palchat in 5, and Jaden Fioli-Haughey in lane 6. So it's Palchat out to the early lead. 27:36 her sprint. Setting the pace for the field here is Palchat in lane 5. Another swimmer with a younger sibling who swam this morning. Emily Palchat competed in the 12 and under session. So Palchat will split a 58.05. She's running first. Anya Rao in lane 4. About a body length behind. Less than a body length. Well, it was about a body length. I don't know. Close enough. It was a body length. It wasn't a body length. It was. It wasn't. I can see it right here now. It's a body length. So Palchat continues her lead out of lane 5 at the 150 mark. Rao second, Bobasea third right now. So Julia Palchat has been the leader from the jump, notorious for having fantastic starts. She exploded off the blocks and hasn't looked back here. Rao making a late push, but it is Julia Palchat taking it. 2:01.71, Rao second, Bobasea third. Great swim there for Palchat. Actually, that's a best time, 2:01.71. She came in with a 2:01.92. So best time for Julia Palchat as we move to heat number 8. Corinne Cartwright in lane 1, Grace Nardozzi in 2, Tegan Jefferson 3, Cambria Jewett in lane 4, and Addison Abreu in 5. Ayana Folga in lane 6. I've had some pronunciation missteps this weekend. It's okay. I can rebound from it. Tegan Jeffers out to the early lead here in lane number 3. So it's Jeffers, Abreu, Jewett right now in heat number 8. All of these competitors 15 years old, with the exception of Folger in lane 6, 16 years old. Jeffers maintains her lead. Abreu closing the gap. Abreu's out in a 57.92. Jeffers a 56.56. So they're the two sub 1 minute times at the 100 split. Jeffers, another talented 15-year-old from the Nashua Storm. She came in with a 157.65. $127.16. She's about a second and little under a second and a half ahead of Abreu right now, who's running second out of lane 5. Third place is Cambria Jewett in lane 3. So they'll make their final turns here. Abreu and Jeffers battling it out. Abreu starting to close a little ground. She will not catch her, though. It will be Tegan Jeffers taking it. 158.01. Abreu goes 158.67. Jewett goes 204.90. So that's a best time for Abreu as well. 158.67 versus 159.11. And that takes us to heat 9, our final heat of the girls 200 freestyle. Kenzie Driscoll in lane 1, Ella Derby in 2, Natalie Manion in 3, Meredith Teague in 4, Caitlin Lacey in 5, and Elizabeth Nestor in lane 6. So as expected, Natalie Manion out early, 146.83 is her time coming in. She has the top time of any of the 13 and overs. Out in a 55.45, so fastest 100 split out of any of the swimmers here this afternoon. Manion, a 17-year-old from Commonwealth. Do we know where Natalie Manion swims high school? I'm sure she's a superstar for her high school team as well. So Manion cruising along here in lane 3. Meredith Teague and Ella Derby are battling in lanes 4 and 2 respectively for second place. So Manion will finish in a 153.07. Derby will take second in a 158.12. And Teague will take third in a 158.15. So that's a wrap on event 43. We'll move into event 44, boys 13 and over, 200-yard freestyle, 9 heats. Harry Blett in lane 1, Gene Soto in 2, David Schneider in 3, Frank McGee in 4, Alex Kwai in 5, and Sutton Booth in lane 6. And it's Harry Blett out to the early lead in lane 1, 29.96. I think that was a Whitney Houston song. I have nothing, nothing, nothing. Forget that I'm on the air here as I'm talking to my partner. So Blett remains your leader in lane 1, 106.19. Here comes David Schneider, though, in lane number 3. So Blett went out super fast. Looks like he's hitting a wall a little bit. David Schneider has taken over the lead in lane 3. So David Schneider from Anglerfish Aquatics has taken over. He's in lane 3. Harry Blett still remains in second, which looks like is where he'll finish. Frank McGee trying to make a push here, but it will be David Schneider taking heat number 1, 220.60. So Harry Blett takes second, 227.7. excuse me. So Harry Blett takes third with a 227.71. Frank McGee will take third in a 226.75. So your Heat 1 winner, David Schneider from Anglerfish. We'll move into heat number 2. Lucas Leonard in lane 1, Aiden Wallace in 2, Teddy Butera in 3, Cormac Hughes in 4, Neil Ray in 5, and Ben Ju in lane number 6. Teddy Butera out to the early lead, 29.62 his 50 split. Oh, we went black for a second there, folks. Oh. We can't give Elisa Palchat a final grade yet. She just made the screens go black by switching to a camera that doesn't exist. Teddy Butera remains your leader, middle of the pool, but have no fear. She self-corrected, got the train back on the tracks, and we are continuing to rock and roll here. So Butera and Cormac Hughes, lanes 3 and 4, leading the way. Will Cormac make a late push here? He's only about a half a second behind Butera. Let's check. About a half a second exactly, and Hughes has made it up. So let's take a look at the far end. This is going to be a crucial turn for Hughes and Butera. It was Butera with the earlier turn. Hughes had the more powerful turn, but Butera looks like it's just what he needed to scoot ahead in the final 5 yards here. And it will be Teddy Butera in lane 3, taking heat 2, 2:11.50. Hughes goes 2:12.71. Third place goes to Aiden Wallace, 2:15.88. So Teddy Butera, your heat 2 winner. Heat 3 of 9, we have Madsen Spurn in lane 1, Kalik Lee in 2, Grayson Murphy in 3, Jack Tesson in 4, Preston Dice in lane 5, and Noah Richardson in lane 6. Come on, folks, we're awful quiet on the live chat. We got 70 people online. Nobody has anything to say. I mean, this is very unusual. Yeah, well, they're watching the Patriots lose 15-6 to one of the worst teams in football, the Houston Texans. So I don't know what that says about the Patriots, but come on, you got to want to talk about something out there. Swimming, baseball, football. Red Sox play 4 o'clock today. Kalik Lee. Yeah. Kalik Lee, your leader, in lane 2. Splits of 59.64. Grayson Murphy looking to make a move now in lane number 3. Murphy and Lee running stroke for stroke here. See who touches first. It is Lee by 5/100ths of a second. So Kalik Lee in lane 2, Grayson Murphy in 3. Lee's the 13-year-old from Commonwealth. Murphy, the 15-year-old from Kingfish. And Murphy has now pulled ahead, but don't look now. Preston Dice in lane 5 starting to make his move. There goes Lee. And it will be Kalik Lee taking it. 1-2-3, 202.90 for Lee, 203.14 for Murphy. Dice goes 203.54. So 0.6 of a second separating first, second, third there for an exciting heat number 3. We'll move on to heat number 4. Alex Keefe in lane 1, Henry Perda in 2, Jacob Freeman in 3, Drew McDonald in 4, Ryan Vocchio in 5, and Jarrett Zito in lane 6. Patriots have kicked a field goal right before the half. The score going into the half, Houston 15, New England 9. So that's an ugly first half for the Patriots. Oh, Walter Salima checking in. BB Kavik, I appreciate the kind words. If the Kavik family is out there, let's hope Nick takes home his award today. This will be. He got an award from the Top 10 banquet. They gave it to him Friday night. He left it in the stands. I find it Saturday morning. I give it to him Saturday. He leaves it in the stands. I mean, I think actually another swimmer took it for him yesterday. But Nick, come on. Good thing he's a great swimmer. So Jacob Freeman in lane 3 is running away with it. Next closest swimmer, looks like lane 6. That would be Jarrett Zito from Anglerfish. While we're talking about the Kaviks, do we have Andrea and Dustin out there? Andrea Kavik, Nick's older sister, goes to school down in South Florida. Actually, she's graduated from school. She's now a teacher down in South Florida, I believe. Just saw something recently. Jacob Freeman takes it in lane 3. Drew McDonald comes in. Actually, no, it was Jarrett Zito taking second. Drew McDonald third. Okay, we're moving on to heat 5 of 9. Moritz Gerhard in lane 1, Eddie Cole in 2, Jack Eady in 3, Isaac Bowden in 4, Nathaniel Derby in 5, Gerhard Hoover in 6. I mentioned the Kaviks. Nick's sister, Andrea, her boyfriend, is an offensive lineman for the University of South Florida Bulls. They're always mainstays here on the live stream. So if you're ever watching a South Florida football game, Dustin Hall, stud offensive lineman. He's what we call a friend of the program. He's a friend of the program here. Right? Big friend of the program. Oh, maybe it was an internship. Gerhard Hoover in lane 6 leading the way here. So first time we've had an outside lane leading the way. Hoover and Derby now battling lane 6 and lane 5, and it's Derby with 50 to go with the good turn. Swimming left to right, red cap from Kingfish. So Nathaniel Derby, 15 years old from Kingfish, poised to take down Heat 5, and he does, 158.49. Jack Eady will take second, 159.36. Third place will be Gerhard Hoover. So Nathaniel Derby, your Heat 5 winner. Moving on to heat number 6. Here you go, Walter. Alex Salima in lane 1. Kai Shinkyo in 2. Dylan Jewett in 3. Keith Hartman in 4. Henley Chen in 5. Taj Webby in lane 6. So Hartman in lane 4. I think his father Fred is timing in lane 4. Nope, he's timing in lane 3. Needless to say, a box seat for the performance. Here, Kai Shinkyo out early in lane 2. Shinkyo and Dylan Jewett going stroke for stroke right now, lanes 2 and 3. Looks like Jewett is first to touch at the far end turn. So Jewett and Shinkyo going back and forth. Middle of the pool. Two talented swimmers. You saw Dylan Jewett's sister, Cambria, also swimming this afternoon. Swam in the 200 freestyle as well a few minutes ago. And it's Dylan Jewett now opening up a lead on Shinkyo with just about 50 to go. So Shinkyo, one thing he does have is closing speed. We've seen him erase some pretty solid deficits in the past. We'll see if he has it here. Jewett, a very strong freestyler, operating out of lane 3, middle of the pool, gold cap, going right to left. Shinkyo starting to make his move here. And here we go. We're at the flag. Shinkyo and Jewett are stroke for stroke, and it's going to be Kai Shinkyo. Sneaks in and takes it, 153.53. Wow, what a race. Jewett goes 153.78. Hartman comes in third, 156.98, but I told you I've seen Kai Shinkyo do this before. He comes back and takes it, 153.53. Heat 7 is off and running. Damian Figet-Kosarev in 1, the aforementioned Nick Kavik in lane 2. Alex Lopes in 3, Mateo Smith in 4, Zach Halsey in 5, and Nathan Moykins in lane 6. Actually, we have an empty lane. Lane 5 is empty, no Zach Halsey. Alex Lopes out to the early lead, 25-74-50 split for Lopes, swimming in the middle of the pool among a quartet of gators in lanes 1 through 4. So at the 100 mark, Lopes maintains his lead, 54-28. Kavik right behind him, Mateo Smith right behind him. So Lopes, Kavik, Smith in the middle of the pool. That's who to watch here in this final 100. We'll see if Figet-Kosarev can make a move. So it's Mateo Smith who has now jumped into the lead with Kavik in second. Lopes has dropped back to third. So pivotal turn right there for Smith and Kavik. They nailed it. So Smith will take first. Figet-Kosarev chasing Kavik, but he won't catch him. Mateo Smith takes first, Kavik second, Figet-Kosarev third. Smith goes to 152.61, Kavik 153.13. Great race there. Moving on to heat number 8. Brian Zapata in lane 1, Max Nelson in 2, Henry Bacone-Shore in 3, Matthew Wang in 4, another friend of the program, Kevin Jiang in lane 5, and Preston Amos in lane 6. So someone's asking for the event schedule on the live stream. You should have that from your coaches. Meet Mobile will give you the order of events as well. We're in the 200 free now. We'll move into the 100 butterfly after that, followed by the 2 breast. The 2 breast will be followed by the 1 back. And then we'll close out with the 50 free. So there's the order of events here. Where am I? We got lane 4 leading the way. So that's Matthew Wang. Andrea in the house. Andrea and Lump, love it. So Matthew Wang leading the way in lane 4. He's a Gator. Brian Zapata in lane 1, his closest competitor. This will be a good one coming down to the end. Wang in 4, Zapata in lane 1. They're almost stroke for stroke right now. It looks like Wang is starting to pull ahead, and he is. So it will be Matthew Wang taking heat 8 in lane 4, 149.92. Zapata goes 150.65. Amos goes 151.57. So Matthew Wang, your heat 8 winner, and that takes us to our final heat, heat number 9. Dan Backlund in lane 1, Ray Whitaker in 2, James Misto in 3, Davis Bonebreak in 4, Tommy Hagar in 5, Garrett Jones in 6. James Misto making his debut as a Gator this weekend, formerly of Bluefish Swimming. Misto is swimming out of lane number 3. Came in with a time of 1:44.90, which coincidentally is the top time coming into this event. So James Misto in lane 3 for the Gators. Good turn there by Hagar in lane 4. Bonebreak in lane 4. That's propelled him into the lead. So Davis Bonebreak, the 17-year-old from Commonwealth, your leader. Tommy Hagar has now snuck into 2nd place. Misto drops down to 3rd. Misto's also getting some heat from lane 6. That's Garrett Jones in lane 6. So Bonebreak and Hagar, lanes 4 and 5. So Bonebreak in lane 4, leading the way. We saw Davis win a couple of heats yesterday. Talented 17-year-old from Commonwealth and his teammate Tommy Hagar. They will go 1 and 2. Whitaker's going to try and take 3rd for the Commonwealth sweep, and he does. 1, 2, 3 Commonwealth. Bonebreak, Hagar, Whitaker, 1, 2, 3 to close out the boys 13 and over 200 freestyle. We'll move on right on to event number 45. The girls 13 and over 100-yard butterfly. Heat 1 of 11, Emma Cates in lane 2, Catherine Jankowicz in 3, Caroline Romano in lane 4. So, hi, Nathaniel Kang is asking about a spreadsheet. I've never seen a spreadsheet for any of these meets. Each team is different, so I'm not, Nathaniel, I'm not sure what team that you know swimmers from. Their team may create a spreadsheet of events and such, but I've never seen a spreadsheet. But like I said, we're into the 100 fly now. That'll be followed by the 200 breast. We'll go into the 100 back, and then it's the 50 free. So that's the best I can do. All right, Neil Hartman, thank you. Neil Hartman is out there checking in, giving the update on the events. Thank you. Emma Cates in lane 2 from Kingfish. About to take home a Heat 1 victory. Romano will take second, Jankovic third. Heat 2 of 11, Hunter Dubois in lane 1, Charlotte Kaiser in 2, Selena Zhu in 3, Caitlin McIntyre in 4, Phoebe Reny in lane 5, so lane 6 is open. Phoebe Reny out to the early lead at the 50 split. 33-21 for Reny. Running away with it in lane 5. Top of your screen. So Phoebe Reny will take it going away. The 13-year-old from Gators came in with a 125.99. She'll go out in a 110.81. So that's a great time drop for Reny. Looks like Hunter Dubois in lane 1 from Gators is making her push for second, and she will indeed take second. Dubois goes 123.92. Third place goes to lane 4. That's Caitlin McIntyre from Kingfish. So Phoebe Reny, your Heat 2 winner. We'll move on to Heat number 3. Meadow Sherlock in 1, Ava Bradshaw in 2, Maggie Bocconi Shore in 3, Mary Powers in 4, Lorelei Perda in 5, and Hannah Norton in lane 6. I look in the live chat, and it's just a perfect example of people helping people. Nice job, Neil Hartman and Nathaniel Kang. I'm glad you got the info you needed, my friend. So Mary Powers leads the way here in lane 4. 17-year-old from Commonwealth. So Mary Powers will take first. Maggie Bocconi Shore will take second. 110.22 the time for Powers. Bocconi Shore goes 111.86, and Perda goes 113.78 for your Heat 3 winner, Mary Powers. We'll move on to Heat number 4. Kara Wilson in 1, Savannah Lombardi in 2, Autumn Card in 3, Taya Lou Morrill in 4th, Addison Fulling in lane 5, and Rachel Ruminer in lane 6. There we go. We're up to 80 viewers now on the live stream. That's a little bit more like it. 80. That's a respectable number. We should be over 100 here. Addison Fulling, your leader at the 50 mark, out in a 31.62. We should be able to go over 100 viewers. Right? I know, I understand football is on, but you know, you got to watch your children swim. Blah, blah, blah. So Addison Fulling and Morrell battling it out here, and it's going to be Taya Lou Morrell in lane 4. She'll take it 108.95. Addison Fulling second, 109.05. Savannah Lombardi third, 110.62. Heat 5 of 11. Audrey Hannigan in lane 1. Olivia Emmanuel in 2. Elizabeth Guevara in lane 3, Emily Richardson in 4, Josie Stevens in 5, and Charlotte Friedman in lane 6. Elizabeth Guevara owns the top time coming in, 105.63. And besides, it's halftime of the Patriots game. Patriots are going to have a very difficult year, folks. I'm sure for those of you who are Patriots fans out there, I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. This is a team that is going to struggle mightily against the good teams and struggle against the bad teams, in which they are one. It's a building year, she says. What was last year? Josie Stevens in lane 5 takes heat 5, 103.71. Elizabeth Guevara takes second. Charlotte Friedman in third. So Josie Stevens, your heat 5 winner. Leah Libman in lane 1, Meredith Brown in 2, Jaden Fioli-Horhy in 3, Alexandra Marvel in 4. Allie Brown in 5, and Vivian Wienert in 6. So keep an eye on Wienert here in lane 6. She's been swimming extremely well this weekend. Both her and her sister. But it's Meredith Brown out at the halfway point, 30-13 for Meredith. 13-year-old from Kingfish came in with a 105.22. Alexandra Marvel now picking up the pace in lane 4, looking to make a move. So excuse me, that was, oh no, I was right. It was Meredith Brown. So Meredith Brown is in 2. Jaden Fioli-Horhy in lane 3. And it will be Brown who takes it. 105.63, 107.07 for Fioli-Horhy. Third place comes from lane 5. That's Allie Brown, 107.29. Gabriella Rizzuto in 1, Angela Parasolt in 2, Ava Wang in 3, Quinn Cute in 4, Tegan Jefferson 5, and Emma Richardson 6. Once again, folks, this is heat 7 of 11. And that booing you just heard, folks, was coming from everywhere in New England as the Patriots have now gone down 22-9 to the Houston Texans. 13:31 left in the third quarter. So I think we should be watching swim instead of the Patriots. Ava Wang leading the way here in lane 3. Tegan Jeffers in lane 5 will take second. So Wang goes a 103.69. Jeffers a 104.75. Third place, Quinn Cute. Another friend of the program checking in on the live stream, Hannah Parasolt, of course, the older sister of Angela Parasolt, who just swam in lane number 2. This is heat 8 of 11. Riley Plant in lane 1, Alex Strand in 2, Jada Green in 3, Katie Tesson in 4, Kenzie Driscoll in 5, Grace Nardozzi in 6, and Hannah Parasolt, a very good swimmer in her own right, swam down in Florida. The college escapes me. I believe it was Florida. Was it? It was Florida. Yep, I know she is a school teacher right now. So Hannah, if you're with us on the live stream, where did you swim again? What college was that? I know you swam in college. I followed your mother. Always had her posts everywhere. You did a great job, you and your team. So we'll wait for Hannah to get back to us with that information while we watch lane number 3 here. So that's Jada Green. She's looking to capture her second heat of the meet. She's battling with Katie Tesson. And it's Tessin who takes it at the end, 103.86. Green goes 103.99. Alex Strand takes third, 104.73. We'll move on to heat number 9. Megan Huntley in lane 1, Charlie Hoover in 2, Morgan Fredette in 3, Caitlin Lacey in 4, Elizabeth Nesta in 5, Emma Vlou in lane 6, and it was Nova Southeastern University down in Florida. So swimming runs deep in the Parasol family. Hannah and Angela's dad in front of me right here officiating. Nesta and Vlou both out in a 29.53 and 29.55. So it was Nesta who touched first at the 50. Looks like Vlou now is taken over in lane 6. So Emma Vlou in lane 6, the 15-year-old from the Storm, looking to take another heat, and she does. 102.14 for Vlou. Nesta goes a 102.73. Third place, Morgan Fredette, 104.57. We'll move on to heat number 10. Corinne Cartwright in lane 1. Braylon Wilson in 2, Ayana Fulger in 3, Ruby Groves in 4, Anya Rayo in 5, Chloe Akambi in lane 6. So too close to call here at the 50. Let's see who touches first. It's Chloe Akambi from Gators. 28.63, but it looks like it's lane 2 now. Braylon Wilson who's jumped out ahead. Wilson and Rayo in lane 5. So Braylon Wilson in 2, Anya Rayo in 5. Ruby Groves making her move now in lane 4. But it is Wilson, Rayo, Groves. So Wilson takes first, Rayo takes second, and yes, Ruby Groves does take third. Wilson's winning time, 1:00.68, and this is our final heat number 11. We have Joss Halsey in lane 1, Emily Kang in 2, Natalie Manion in 3, Sonia Mlakar in 4, Cambria Jewett in 5, and Meredith Teague in lane 6. So talking about Natalie Manion earlier, a member of the junior national team for the 200 backstroke. So Manion, quite the accomplished swimmer. And she's your leader at the 50-yard mark, out in a 27.65. Emily Kang from Gators was running second. But it will be Manion, very strong underwaters, just too much for the field. Natalie Manion takes it, 58.35. Second place goes to Joss Halsey, 1:00.38. Third place, Emily Kang, 1:00.62. So we'll move into event number 46. The boys 13 and over 100-yard butterfly. Only 9 heats for the boys. 2 swimmers here, lanes 2 and 4. William Era in 2, Jean Soto in 4. Rest of the pool is open. William Erod, a 13-year-old from Crimson. Jean Soto, a 13-year-old from Gators. Erot leading the way in lane 2. Soto has lost his goggles in lane 4. I think in this meet, we've seen more people lose their goggles than any other meet. Now, I'd be willing to venture a guess that anybody who's losing their goggles is wearing their goggles above their cap and not underneath their cap. So my partner says it's a preference, but I'll say to my partner, any swim meet you will ever watch on TV on the collegiate or amateur level, it's double capped and the goggles are in between the caps, underneath the cap. So we'll move on to heat number 2. So we have 4 swimmers here, lanes 2 through 5. Neil Jiang in lane 2, Matthew Chen in 3, Lucas Leonard in 4, David Schneider in lane 5. So to say Lucas Leonard got off to a fast start would be an insult to fast starts. So Leonard was shot out of a cannon here to start. Lucas Leonard, the 14-year-old from Gators. So 53.71. You know, I don't know if this is right, what I got here. I have his best time of 119.90. He goes a 53.71. That's Matthew Chen in lane number 3. 112.73. Neil Jiang in lane 2 will take third. So Lucas Leonard, your Heat 2 winner. We'll move on to heat number 3. Bowden Spurn in lane 1, Henry Frazier in 2, Noah Richardson in 3, Ryan Kornacki in 4, Cormac Hughes in lane 5, and Joseph Gerhardt in lane 6. This is also the first meet as a Gator for Ryan Kornacki. So welcome, a big welcome to the Kornacki family to Gators. Ryan Kornacki coming over from Crimson, and he's right out in front here. So Ryan knew I was talking about him. In lane 4, he'll split a 31.49. Just ahead of Noah Richardson in lane 3. Ryan's mother timing for him in lane 4, so she really gets a box seat of one of Ryan's pivotal races here this afternoon. Kornacki still the leader. Actually, no, you know what? No, it is Kornacki. All right. Ryan Kornacki will take it 107.03. Richardson takes second. Bowden Spurn will take third. I should learn not to second guess myself. Moving on to heat number 4. Alex Keefe in lane 1, Ryan Vocchio in 2, Grayson Murphy in 3, Jack Eady in 4, Kalik Lee in 5, Henley Chen in lane 6. This should be a highly competitive race. Swimmers are tightly grouped up in lanes 1 through 6. Jack Eady to the wall first, whose mother, Jenny, is a Clemson grad, just like my partner here. Go Tigers. She's actually timing in lane number 6. And speaking of lane number 6, it looks like it is Henley Chen in lane number 6. And he'll get it done. Henley Chen, 102.86. Jack Eady will take second, 103.19. Kalik Lee, third, 103.99. Heat 5 of 9, Preston Dice in 1, Taj Webby in 2, Jacob Freeman in 3, Lachlan Hartshorn in 4, Isaac Bowden in 5, Peter Coleman in 6. Jenny Edie, I'm being told, was a swimmer at Clemson. So big D1 swimmer. Her sons all excellent swimmers here for Gators. Freeman and Hartshorn 1 and 2 here. Freeman in lane 3, Hartshorn in lane 4. All right, we're pushing 90 on the live stream. Close, close. We're over 85. Freeman and Hartshorn 1 and 2 here. Jacob Freeman in 3, Lachlan Hartshorn in lane 4. Will Freeman hang on here? Yes, he will. 59-17. Hartshorn goes 59-37. Preston Dice goes 101-79. Heat 6, Max LaRoche in lane 1, Evan Keefe in 2, Andrew Ng in 3, Ray Whitaker in 4, Nick Kavik in lane 5, Dylan Jewett in lane 6, so this should be another fast one. Ray Whitaker with the strong start in phenomenal underwaters, pushing him to the body length lead, not even at the 50 mark. So Ray Whitaker, the 17-year-old from Commonwealth, came in with a 56.95. So Whitaker will take it out of lane 4, 54.40. Second place will go to Nick Kavik, 58.57. Third place, Andrew Ng, 58.66. I do have some news coming up. Eddie Cole in lane 1, Preston Amos in 2, Henry Bocconi-Schur in 3, Ryan Connors in 4, Garrett Jones in 5, George Groves in 6. Not only do we have one, but we have 2 members of the Rhode Island Aquatic Hall of Fame timing here today on deck. So the aforementioned Jenny Edie, timing in lane 6, is a member of the Rhode Island Aquatic Hall of Fame. Audrey McClelland, timing in lane 4, is also a member of the Rhode Island Aquatic Hall of Fame. Audrey swam at Brown University. Her son William swims for Gators. So wow, we get 2 Rhode Island Aquatic Hall of Famers in the building. Pretty good. And we could have a future Rhode Island aquatic swimmer. Right here, Preston Amos will take heat number 7, 54.40. Ryan Connors will take second, 56.25. Henry Bocconi-Schur takes third, 57.57. Heat 8 of 9 forthcoming. Harry Fang in 1, Dan Backlund in 2, William McClellan in 3, Zach Halsey in 4, Max Nelson in 5, and Paul Denega in lane 6. Wonder if Jenny and Audrey know each other. They must. I mean, if they're both in the Rhode Island Aquatic Hall of Fame. Oh, yeah. Somebody messing with the camera over there, putting their hand up there. All right, we'll have to take a look at that. But it is William McClelland leading the way in lane 3. So McClelland came in with a 51.86. He won't beat that, but this is enough to take heat 8, 53.99 for McClellan. Denega goes 55.74. Dan Backlund at 56.23. So William McClellan, your heat 8 winner. Heat 9 of 9, Tommy Hager in 1, Davis Bonebreak in 2, Alan Zhang in 3, Jack Butera in 4, James Misto in lane 5, and Matthew Wang in 6. So this should be another fast heat. James Misto out to the early lead in lane 5. Zhang right behind him in lane 3. Yeah, great underwaters by Alan Zhang in lane 3. Let's keep an eye on that turn in lane 3. Keep an eye on his underwaters here coming off the wall. Amazing underwaters for Alan Zhang, propelling him to a victory. 51.98 for Zhang. Misto goes 52.25. Third place goes to Tommy Hagar. So Alan Zhang, the 16-year-old from Gators, your Heat 9 winner. That'll take us into the girls' event 47, the girls 13 and over 200-yard breaststroke. 5 heats coming up. Jaden Fioli-Haughey in lane 2, Meredith Brown in 3, Sarah Bernard in lane 4. This is heat 1 of 5 of the 200 breast. I don't even know if I want to check the Patriots score, but I'm going to. So the Patriots have answered with a field goal. There was 7:15 left in the third quarter. The Texans lead the Patriots 22-12. Sarah Bernard leading the way. No surprise, Sarah Bernard has led and won every heat she has raced in this weekend. Bernard in lane 4. 16-year-old swimmer for Commonwealth. So Bernard will cruise to victory here in lane 4. .228.38 the time for Bernard. Meredith Brown will finish up. 250.45. Fioli-Haughey will finish up in third here. Sophia Simas in lane 1, Samara Ghali in 2, Carolina Kiang in 3, Amaya Brooks in 4, Isabella Bradshaw in lane 5. Lane 6 is open right now. So lanes 1 through 5. Carolina Kiang comes in with the top time of 3:05.48. Isabella Bradshaw, your leader in lane 5. She's from Crimson, 13 years old. All 13-year-olds in this heat except Sophia Simas, 15 years old from Crimson. She's in lane 1. Gali, King, and Brooks all 13 as well as Bradshaw in lane 5. Amaya Brooks taking over the lead in lane 4 from Anglerfish. So she's out in a 125.64. So Brooks will take this one going away in lane 4. The battle for second looks like Kiang will take it in lane 3. Brooks goes 2:13.90 and we're not done, so we're almost done. We thought we were done, but we weren't done. I saw all the timers stand up. They thought they were done. Everybody thought it was done. I mean, so I did not think they were done, but I saw all of the timers stand up and go to the block, so it led me to believe, all right, they're on it. This, maybe I missed 100, or maybe I missed a 50 somewhere, but I didn't. And I don't think it's going to have any impact on the standings here. Amaya Brooks is going to take it still out of lane 4. Now, if it ended earlier, it would have been Kiang in lane 3. Gali now making a move on Kiang, and it did have an impact, because Samara Gali will take second. Sophia Simas will take third. So I wonder, hold on, I'll hold my thought here. Heat 3 of 5, Taya Lou Morel in lane 1, Anya Rayo in 2, Isabella Bobasea in 3, Alexandra Marvel in 4, Madison Rogers in 5, Caroline Romano in 6. I wonder, Carolina King was in lane 3, and the timers in her lane stood up and they were leaning over. I wonder if she saw them subconsciously at the turn, maybe slowed down and thought it was over. It could have happened. It's on the swimmer, right. It's always on the swimmer.
And if the timers looked at their time sheet, they realized that would have been a best time by like 47.
Very true. They would have been signed up for the Olympics, like the 2024 or 25, whenever the next Olympics are. Yeah, that would have been a record. So lane 2, that's Anya Rayo from Commonwealth. She's first to turn on the far end. Yvonne Rogers checking in. Yvonne, my old friend, how are you? Good to see Madison back in the pool. Had some good races yesterday. Saw Larry officiating. I don't see him today, I don't think. Nope. And Yvonne, we've upped the production since you were last with us. I think you were last with us at Pods, where we had 1 camera. Now we're up to 3. Got a whole production team here. Anya Rayo remains the leader in lane 2 here. So Rayo came in with a 249.61. This is the final 10 to 15 yards. Rayo takes it 246.48. Bobasea goes 248.96. Third place will come from lane 6, Caroline Romano. She'll go at 251.74, and that'll take us to heat 4 of 5. Mary Powers in lane 1, Braylon Wilson in 2, Addison Abreu in 3, Angela Parasol in lane 4, Josie Stevens in lane 5, and Ava Bradshaw in lane 6. Top time coming in belongs to Addison Abreu, 238.87. She's in lane number 3. Josie Stevens first to touch, followed by Mary Powers in lane 1. Stevens, a 14-year-old from the Storm. Powers, a 17-year-old from Commonwealth. Stevens still in the lead. Abreu has moved up into second place now. Mary Powers in third. So Stevens, Abreu, Powers, 1, 2, 3 right now. Powers came in with a 243.01. Stevens at 241.53. So it's Abreu now who has taken the lead. 159.41 the split for Abreu with 50 left. Powers and Stevens running 2-3. Let's have an exciting finish here. So with about 10 yards to go, it's Addison Abreu in lane 3 at the flags. Stevens running second, and it will be Abreu, 240.13. Steven goes 241 flat. Third place will fall to lane 1. That's Mary Powers, 244.40. So Addison Abreu, your Heat 4 winner. We'll move on to Heat number 5 of 5. Emily Richardson in lane 1, Emma Vlou in lane 2, Ruby Groves in 3, Gabriella Rizzuto in 4, Charlie Hoover in 5, and Cambria Jewett in lane 6. Ruby Groves comes in with the top time, 2:25.57. Ruby Groves is another one whose mother, if she grew up in Rhode Island, would probably be in the Rhode Island Aquatic Hall of Fame, was a swimmer at Yale University. So Emma Vlou in the lead. Lane 2, she's a 15-year-old from the Nashua Storm. Great pullout there by Vlou. Let's take a look at her pullout on the far end when she gets there. Another good turn and pull out there. Looks like Gabriella Rizzuto running second. Ruby Groves third right now to Vlou. It's been a great weekend thus far. Some great performances all around in all of the age groups here at Seekonk High School for the short course kickoff meet of the year. It will be Emma Vlou from the Storm taking it. I need a phonetic pronunciation of her last name. 229.98 for Vlou. Rizzuto goes 234.70. Groves takes third with a 237.61. And we'll move on to event number 48. If anybody out there in the live chat knows Emma Vlou's family or knows the correct phonetic pronunciation of her name, if you could put it in the chat, that would be great. Event 48, boys 13 and over 200-yard breaststroke. Heat 1 of 4, Frank McGee in lane 2, Peter Coleman in 3, William Erott in 4, Evan Keefe in lane 5. Peter Coleman and his Kingfish teammate Evan Keefe leading the way in lanes 3 and 5 early on. Breaststroke is such a funny race in terms of tempo. Sometimes you see the swimmers that have that very fast tempo, and then you see some swimmers who have that very long, pronounced stroke. Jay Lapina comes to mind on the Gators team. She's not here this weekend. She's actually in South Africa representing Cape Verde at the World Championships. But she is someone who comes to mind. She's a great breaststroke, a very fast tempo, very fast. So, you know, she might have 30 strokes per 25 and someone else may have 17. And that doesn't mean that the 30 beats the 17. Right. So Peter Coleman continues to be the leader. He'll touch the wall and head for his final 50. So Coleman takes it 248.13. Evan Keefe will take second, 257.05. Third will go to William Erott. I just lost. There we go, I think. You can hear me? I can only hear myself in one ear now, so I lost audio on one side somehow. So moving on to heat number 2. Matthew Chen in lane 1, Alex Salima in 2, Madsen Spurn in 3, Kalik Lee in 4, Noah Richardson in 5, Lucas Leonard in lane 6. 6 is open, so no Lucas Leonard. Back in business. Nope, not back in business. Still only one side. The weekend is almost over. I know. We've had some technical issues this weekend. Elisa's got headphones on, no microphone. She can only hear me out of one ear. I can typically hear my own audio, which I prefer, in both ears, but right now one side just stopped working. Not sure why. It's time to go home. Kalik Lee wants to go home. He's in the lead, 111.86 for Lee at the 100. So Kalik Lee remains your leader in lane 4. Madsen Spurn in lane 3, trailing him. So it will be Kalik Lee takes heat number 2. 231.86 for Lee. Spurn will take second, 235.69. Matthew Chen, and nope, it will be, Noah Richardson in lane 5 taking third, 241.43. So Kalik Lee, your heat 2 winner. Preston Dice in lane 1. This is heat 3. Davis Bonebreak in 2. Kai Shinkyo in lane 3. Henley Chen in 4. Ben Connors in 5. Gerhard Hoover in 6. Okay, I'm going to go out on a limb. Kai Shinkyo is going to win this heat. Kai is a fantastic breaststroker. Has been one of our top performers here all weekend. Kai Shinkyo, 13 years old, from Gators. So Kai Shinkyo in lane 3. So Shinkyo running first, Henley Chen second, Ben Connors third right now. Chen and Connors separated by about a half a second. But as you can see on the far end, Shinkyo has about a body length lead on Chen. Shinkyo comes in with a 2:19.04. So it will be Kai Shinkyo. In lane 3, he will take it. 2:17.29 for Shinkyo. It's a best time by 2 seconds. Henley Chen takes second, 2:23.07. Ben Connors third. We'll move on to heat number 4. It's our final heat before we move into the 100 backstroke. Henry Bocconi-Schur in lane 1, Max LaRoche in 2, Ray Whitaker in 3, Kevin Jiang in 4, Damian Figet-Kosarev in 5, and Dylan Jewett in lane 6. I'm going to reset my mixer right here, so we're going to lose sound for a second. We'll be right back here. Thought that was going to help. You know, it's just like a computer. You're having an issue, you just reboot the computer. Just turn it off, right? That's the first thing IT is going to say to you. Did you reboot your computer? Did you reboot your phone? Did you reboot your sound mixer? I rebooted my mixer, and it did not help me out here. So back to live action. Ray Whitaker leading the way from Commonwealth. My prediction is LaRoche is going to give him a run for his money by the time this is over. LaRoche is running second in lane 2. So Whitaker in 3, LaRoche in 2. At the 150, Whitaker remains in the lead. LaRoche still second. Kevin Jiang occupying third place right now in lane number 4. So it will be Ray Whitaker taking heat number 4, 2:12.25. LaRoche goes to 2:14.34. Third place looks like it'll go to Damian Figet-Kosarev. Snuck in there, 2:18.75 for Figet-Kosarev. Move into event number 49, girls 13 and over 100-yard backstroke. We also have an update for you, which many may like to hear. Event 49, this is heat number 1. Sarah Bernard in lane 2, Sophia Simas in 3, Catherine Jankowicz in lane 4. In Houston with 9:31 left in the game, the Patriots have tied the score at 22 with the Texans. 9:31 left in the game. So that's good news. Some also other good news, we're running about 15 minutes ahead of schedule right now. So I think we were scheduled to be done around 5:30 tonight, or was it later than 5:30? 4:44. Okay, so we're making good time here, folks. Good time. We get the 100 backstroke to get through, and then our last stroke of the day is the 50 free. Those will go by extremely fast. Sarah Bernard once again about to win another heat. 108.95 for Bernard in lane 2. Sophia Simas will take second. Catherine Jankowicz will take third. So Sarah Bernard, your Heat 1 winner. Heat 2 of 11, Caroline Romano in lane 2. Caitlin McIntyre in 3, Genevieve Chase in 4, Melanie Benner in lane 5. Caroline Romano in lead in lane 2. So it will be Caroline Romano in lane 2 taking heat number 2. 1:13.91 the time for Romano. McIntyre will take second, 1:18.24 for McIntyre. We'll move quickly into heat number 3. Izzy Alonso in lane 1, Michaela Gabriel in 2, Rachel Ruminer in lane 3, Maggie Bocconi-Schur in lane 4, Amelia Gant in 5, and Ella Folks in lane 6. Michaela Gabriel at the halfway point, 36.64 for Michaela. So Gabriel looks like she's poised to keep her lead here, and she does. 1:14.39 the time for Gabriel. Ruminer takes second, 1:15.01. Ella Folks takes third, 1:15.04. We'll move on to heat number 4 of 11. Selena Zhu in lane 1, Olivia Emmanuel in 2, Charlotte Friedman in 3, Lorelei Perda in 4, Isabella Bradshaw in 5, and Emma Cates in lane 6. Olivia Emmanuel first at the halfway mark, 34.62 for Emmanuel. So Emmanuel and Emmanuel and Friedman battling it out here, but it will be Olivia Emmanuel taking it in lane 2, 1:11.24 Friedman goes 111.49. Third place comes out of lane 5. That's Bradshaw, 113.28. Tessa Rennell in lane 1, Meadow Sherlock in 2, Autumn Card in 3, Danny Coble in lane 4, Phoebe Reny in 5, and Ava Bradshaw is in lane number 6. Yeah, I did. So Danny Coble, 35.09 at the 50 split. So at the wall, it's Danny Coble taking it 111.42 by the slimmest of margins, out touching Reny, goes 111.60. Third place comes from lane 2, Meadow Sherlock. Danny Coble, your Heat 5 winner. Heat 6, Alexandra Marvel in 1, Savannah Lombardi in 2, Alex Strand in 3, Audrey Hannigan in 4, Hannah Norton in 5, and Riley Plant in lane 6. Lombardi and Hannigan out to the early lead. Looks like it's Lombardi. Yes, no, it's Hannigan, followed by Lombardi. Lanes 4 and 2 respectively. So it's Lombardi by the slimmest of margins coming in the final 25. Lombardi's in lane 2. Hannigan's in lane 4. It will be between both of them, and Lombardi starting to put it away, put it in cruise control. It will be Lombardi taking it 108.01. Hannigan goes 109.72. Riley Plant takes third, 110.55. So we move on to Heat 7 of 11. Emma Vlou in lane 1, Kenzie Driscoll in 2, Grace Nardozzi in 3, Jada Green in 4, Emma Richardson 5, and Ayana Folger in lane 6. Jada Green, your leader at the halfway point, 32.57. Emma Richards right behind her in lane 5. About a tenth of a second separated them at the 50 turn. Jada Green remains in the lead. So Jada Green starts to pull away here in lane 4. She will be your Heat 7 winner, 107.04. Ayana Folger will take second, 108.21. Emma Richards third, 108.40. We'll move on to Heat number 8. Megan Huntley in lane 1, Kiara Wilson in 2, Joss Halsey in 3, Leah Libman in 4, Elizabeth Guevara in 5, and Josie Stevens in lane 6. Halsey and Wilson running 1 and 2, lanes 2 and 3 right now. Wilson in lane 2 with the white cap, Halsey in lane 3 with the yellow cap. Looks like Halsey now has taken the lead with 25 yards to go. So that's Jocelyn Halsey, 14 years old, from Gators. Halsey will be your Heat 8 winner. 104.58 for Halsey. Wilson goes a 105.87. Stevens a 106.13. Heat 9 of 11, Isabella Bobasea in lane 1, Corinne Cartwright in 2, Meredith Teague in 3, Emily Richardson in 4, Katie Tesson in 5, and Morgan Fredette in lane 6. It's Meredith Teague at the turn, 16-year-old from Commonwealth. So Teague will be your Heat 8 winner. Only thing that's left is the time. She'll go 103.45. There will be a tie for second in lanes 5 and 6. That's Katie Tesson and Morgan Fredette. So your Heat 9 winner, Meredith Teague, 103.45 for Teague. Heat number 10 will find Allie Brown in lane 1, Tegan Jefferson in 2, Braylon Wilson in 3, Charlie Hoover in 4, Ella Derby in 5, and Emily Kang in lane 6. Oh, Randy Wilson is in the house. Randy, it's the first time that you've been on board this weekend, so you did not hear me Friday night and Saturday as we talked about your beloved New York Yankees getting the one and done from the Red Sox. Oh, I wish you were down here this weekend, Mr. Wilson. Your daughters are putting in quite the performance, though, this weekend, as we just saw Kiara in Heat 8 of the 100-yard backstroke. So coming back here, Tegan Jefferson and Emily Kang battling it out, lanes 2 and 6. Looks like it's Jefferson. It is Tegan Jefferson, 102.26. Kang goes a 102.69. Third place will come from lane 5. That's Ella Derby. That will take us to Heat 11 of 11, our final heat. Randy says, oh, I heard. All in good fun, Mr. Wilson, all in good fun. Final heat of the afternoon for the girls, 100 back, Elizabeth Nestor in lane 1, Chloe Akambi in 2, Natalie Manion in 3, Sonia McClar in 4, Cambria Jewett in 5, and Ava Wang in lane 6. To no one's surprise, it's Natalie Manion out early, 27.98. Yep. Two back, Manion's best stroke. She is a backstroker. It is evident here. She was almost 2 seconds ahead of her closest competitor at the 50. So Natalie Manion in lane 3 will take it. So Manion will go a 56.40. Second place will be Cambria Jewett, 101.02. Third place, Chloe Akambi, 101.11. There's always next year. That's the Patriots motto now. Not the Red Sox, the Patriots. There's always next year. Event number 50, boys, 13 and over, 100-yard backstroke is upon us. 9 heats. Sutton Booth in lane 1, Sutton Booth in lane 2, Jack Tesson in 3, Alex Kwai in lane 4. So 3 swimmers here to lead us off on event number 50. The boys 13 and over, 100-yard backstroke. Jack Tesson firmly in command here, 14 years old from Kingfish. So we have a developing situation down at Reliant Field in Houston. Patriots now have the ball first and goal on the Houston 8 with 2:23 left in the game. Score tied at 22, so Patriots are knocking on the door. 2:23 left in the game as you watch Jack Tesson take it in a time of 1:12.64. Sutton Booth will be the next one to touch the wall, also from Kingfish. Booth goes a 1:27.01, and Kwai goes a 1:29.44. So many of you probably already aware of what's going on in the Patriots game. I'm trying to keep track here. Multitasking at its finest. We'll move into heat number 2. Lane 3 will be open. Harry Blett in lane 1. Frank McGee in 2. Neil Jiang in 4. Henry Frazier in 5. David Schneider in lane 6. So we'll keep you updated there on the developments with the Patriots, for those of you who aren't paying attention. Neil Jiang with the early lead in lane 4, 33-12. So Neil Jiang will be your winner for heat number 2. 14-year-old from Gators will go a 1:09.90. He'll be followed by David Schneider in lane 6. He'll go a 1:17.17. Third place will come from lane 5. That's Henry Frazier. Moving on to heat 3 of 9. Heat 3 of 9 finds Aiden Wallace in lane 1, Alex Keefe in 2, Preston Dice in lane 3, Bowden Spurn in 4, Lucas Leonard in lane 5, and Neil Ray occupies lane number 6. It's Lucas Leonard once again, shot out of a cannon with these underwaters, unbelievably traversing almost half of the pool underwater. Leonard, who is in lane 5, we'll get a good look at his underwaters on the far end when we get to that view. So Lucas Leonard will take this thing going away out of lane 5, 54.77 for Leonard. Alex Keefe will take second in lane 2, 109.49. Third place goes to Preston Dice, 110.71. Heat 4, Ryan Kornacki in lane 1, Drew McDonald in 2, Josef Gerhard in lane 3, Henry Perda in 4, Teddy Butera in 5, and Noah Richardson in lane 6. This is heat 4 of 9. So a little bit of a tease there as the Patriots were able to punch it in for a touchdown. However, the play was called back due to a penalty. Patriots now have the ball second and goal on the Houston 9 with 1:56 left. Drew McDonald in lane 2. Your leader at the halfway point, 30.92. So it's Drew McDonald who takes it, 103.57 for McDonald. Henry Perda will take second, 106.79. Teddy Butera taking third, 108.14. We'll move into heat number 5. Moritz Gerhardt in lane 1, Evan Keefe in 2, Jarrett Zito in 3, Nathaniel Derby in 4, Alex Salima in 5, and Isaac Bowden in lane 6. Jarrett Zito out to the early lead in lane 3. He'll be your leader at the halfway point, 30.96 the split for Zito. Getting pushed on the outside by Nathaniel Derby from Kingfish in lane 4. Zito and Derby battling it out. Zito in lane 3 with the white cap. Derby in lane 4 with the red cap. They're basically stroke for stroke. It's anybody's race. Who will touch first? And it is Derby. 103.07. Zito goes 103.20. Third place, lane 1, Moritz Gerhard, 105.23. So great race there between Zito and Derby. Derby taking the dub. Move on to heat number 6 of 9. Lachlan Hartshorn in lane 1, Andrew Ng in lane 2, Grayson Murphy in 3, Gerhard Hoover in 4, Max LaRoche in 5, Nathaniel Moykins in lane 6. So it's Andrew Ng, your leader, out of lane 2, 30.13 the time for Ng. Solid underwaters for him as well. He'll be battling it out, it looks like, against Gerhard Hoover in lane 4. and Hartshorn in lane 1. It looks like Hoover now has taken over. Ng has dropped a little bit back, and it will be Hoover in lane 4 who takes it 101-53. Moinkins takes second, 102-27. Third place goes to LaRoche, 102-28. George Groves in lane 1, Nick Kavik in 2, Henry Bocconi-Schur in lane 3, Jack Butera in 4, Keith Hartman in 5, Preston Amos in 6. Hopefully this is my second to last update of the day on the Patriots with 15 seconds left in the game. Nick Folk has kicked a 21-yard field goal to put the Patriots ahead 25-22 over the Texans. So 15 seconds left in that one. Patriots on the brink of recording their second victory of the season and improving to 2-3 on the year. Henry Bocconi-Schur leading the way right now in lane 3. Still in the lead. Jack Butera in lane 4. Closest competitor. So Bocconi-Schur gets it done 58-59. Butera takes second 58-83. Third place goes to Nick Kavik in lane 2, 59-85. We'll move on to heat number 8 of 9. Mateo Smith in lane 1, William McClellan in 2, Dylan Jewett in 3, Zach Halsey in 4, Ryan Connors in 5, and Kai Shinkyo in lane 6. Yes, the backstroke heats are over for the girls. We are in the second to last heat of the boys backstroke. Home stretch here, William McClellan, the leader in lane 2 by a sizable amount. So it will be William McClellan taking heat number 8. 55-27, that's a best time for McClellan. Shinkyo goes second, Connors third. For McClellan, that 55-27 represents a half a second drop on his previous best time of 55-76. And it will take us to heat number 9 of 9, our final heat of the men's 100-yard backstroke. Paul Denega in lane 1, Matthew Wang in 2, Tommy Hagar in 3, Brian Zapata in 4, Alan Zhang in 5, and Davis Bonebreak in lane 6. So Tommy Hagar, your runaway leader right now. Brian Zapata challenging on the outside, but I don't think anyone's going to catch Hagar. Will Zapata make me eat my words? He will not, and Hagar will take it in lane 3. 51-85. Zapata goes 53-24. Third place will come from lane 1. That's Paul Denega, 55-20, and that's a wrap. On backstroke, we're officially in the home stretch here, folks. Our second to last event of the day, event 51. Girls 13 and over 53. They're already in the water. Sarah Bernard in lane 1, Ella Folks in 2, Melanie Benner in 3, Genevieve Chase in 4, Catherine Jankowitz in lane 5. Will I be able to catch my breath? Wow, that was a quick transition. That was a quick transition. Lane 1, big surprise. Sarah Bernard takes it 27.09. For Bernard, we're only going to get you those top swimmers in the 50 freeze. If you want updated results, check on Meet Mobile for the rest. Caroline Romano in lane 1, Charlotte Kaiser in 2, Hunter Dubois in 3, Selena Zhu in 4, Maggie Bocconi-Schur in 5, Samara Gali in 6. It has gone final in Houston. The Patriots have defeated the Texans 25-22 to improve to 2-3 on the year. It's a good win, needed that win. Little character win there, down by 10 points, I believe, early. Came back, got the dub. Looks like Maggie Bocconi-Schur will be a winner, I think, and it is. It is Maggie, 29.68 for her. Moving on to heat number 3, the Fast and the Furious here. Caitlin McIntyre in 1, Phoebe Reny in 2, Isabella Bradshaw in 3, Amelia Gant in 4, Amaya Brooks in 5, and Sophia Simas in lane 6. Looks like it's going to be Amaya Brooks in lane 5. She'll take it 28-22 the time for Brooks. Your heat 3 winner will move on to heat number 4. Izzy Alonso in lane 1, Taya Lou Morel in 2, Ava Bradshaw in 3, Michaela Gabriel in 4, Tessa Rennell in 5, and Meadow Sherlock in lane 6. Looks like it's going to be Michaela Gabriel, and it is Michaela Gabriel, 29.47 her time, your Heat 4 winner. Heat 5's in the water. Carolina Kiang in 1, Olivia Emmanuel 2, Charlotte Friedman 3, Emma Cates in 4, Angela Parasol in 5, and Meredith Brown in lane 6. Friedman looks to be your leader in 3. Lane 6 is also up there. It is lane 3, Charlotte Friedman, who will take it 27.84 for Friedman. We'll move right on to heat number 6. Alex Strand in 1, Danny Coble in 2, Emma Richards in 3, Riley Plant in 4, Lorelei Perda in 5, and Addison Fulling in lane 6. And it's Addison Fulling in lane 6, 27.55 for Fulling, your Heat 6 winner. Moving on to heat number 7. Vivian Wienert in 1, Mary Powers in 2, Jada Green in 3, Elizabeth Guevara in 4, Audrey Hannigan in 5, and Kira Wilson in lane 6. Vivian Wienert takes it in lane 1. That's Vivian Wienert, 27 flat for Wienert. She's your Heat 7 winner. Moving on to heat number 8. Leah Libman in 1, Madison Rogers in 2, Jaden Fioli-Haughey in 3, Quinn Cute in 4, Savannah Lombardi in 5, Josie Stevens in lane 6. This is a close one. Looks like 3, Jaden Fioli-Haughey, is it? And it is Jaden Fioli-Haughey in lane 3. She's your Heat 8 winner. Moving on to heat number 9. Ayana Folga in 1, Ava Wang in 2, Braylon Wilson in 3, Jocelyn Halsey in 4, Grace Nardozzi in 5, and Gabriela Rizzuto in lane 6. Jocelyn Halsey takes heat 9, 26-62. We'll move into heat number 10. Isabella Bobasea in 1, Anya Rayo in 2, Addison Abreu in lane 3, Chloe Akambi in 4, Kenzie Driscoll in 5, Caitlin Lacey in 6. And it's Addison Abreu takes it, 26-13, the time for Abreu in heat number 10. Your heat 10 winner. Moving on to heat number 11. Tegan Jefferson 1, Katie Tesson in 2, Julia Palchat in 3, Allie Brown in 4, Elizabeth Nesta in 5, Ella Derby in 6. Looks like Palchat in 3. Oh, just edged. Katie Tesson in lane 2, 26-11. Fast heat right there. Final heat number 12, Morgan Fredette in 1, Meredith Teague in 2, Natalie Manion in 3, Emily Kang in 4, Sonia Mlakar in 5, Megan Huntley in 6. Emily Kang looking like the leader here. A little bit of an upset here. Emily Kang takes down Natalie Manion for the victory in heat number 12. We will move on to heat event 52, boys 13 and over 50 free. Harry Blett in lane 2, Jean Soto in 3, Alex Kwai in 4, Sutton Booth in 5, and a big hello to Liz Carbone down in sunny Atlanta, Georgia, checking in just in time to see her granddaughter Julia have a heck of a race in the 50 free. Heat number 1 will be owned by Harry Blett. He'll take it, 28.84 for Blett. Moving on to heat number 2. This is the fastest I've ever seen the 50s move in my life. Heat 2 of 11. Teddy Butera in 1, Bowden Spurn in 2, Frank McGee in 3, Neil Jiang in 4, Ben Zhu in 5, and David Schneider in lane 6. Who's it going to be? So Bowden Spurn, your leader right now, getting pushed by Butera in 1, and it's Bowden Spurn takes it, 28-33 for Spurn. He's your heat 2 winner. Moving on to heat number 3. Henry Frazier in 1, Gerhard Hoover in 2, Aiden Wallace in 3, William Erod in 4, Cormac Hughes in 5, Matthew Chen in lane number 6. Gerhard Hoover runs away with it in lane number 2. He's your heat 3 winner, 25-34. So that's Gerhard Hoover from Commonwealth. Moving on to heat number 4. Joseph Gerhard in 1, Lucas Leonard in 2, Ryan Vocchio in 3, Drew McDonald in 4, Madsen Spurn in 5, Neil Ray in 6. Lucas Leonard, we already called a Lucas Leonard victory before it happened. Lucas Leonard in lane 2 will take it. Let's just give you the formality of his time, 22.91, and it's Lucas Leonard with another heat victory. Moving on to heat number 5. Jack Eady in 1, Kalek Lee in 2, Ryan Kornacki in 3, Grayson Murphy in 4, Moritz Gerhardt in 5, Peter Coleman in lane 6. Kalek Lee will take that one, 25-65. Kalek Lee, your Heat 5 winner. Moving on to Heat number 6 of 11. Isaac Bowden in 1, Nathaniel Derby in 2, Henley Chen in 3, Alex Salima in 4, Jack Tesson in 5, Jarrett Zito in 6. So Derby, Tesson, and Zito, as well as Chen. Who's it going to be? It's lane 5. Jack Tesson takes it. 25-34 for Tesson. Heat 7 of 11. Max Nelson in 1, Jacob Freeman in 2, Henry Purda in 3, Lachlan Hartshorn in 4, Taj Webby in 5, Keith Hartman in lane 6. 1 is open, no Max Nelson. Jacob Freeman looks to be in the lead. Could be Webby in 5. It's Jacob Freeman will take it. 24-78 the time for Freeman. Move on to heat number 8. Harry Fang in 1, Tommy Hagar in 2, Dylan Jewett in 3, Nathan Moykins in 4, Eddie Cole in 5, Ben Connors in lane 6. So Tommy Hagar will take this one in lane 2 with a time of 22:78. We'll move on to heat number 9. 3 heats left on the day, folks. Lightning warfare here. Andrew Ng in 1, George Groves in 2, Paul Denega in 3, Max LaRoche in 4, Damian Figuet Kosarev in 5, Jack Butera in 6. This one's close. 6? Jack Butera takes it, 24:04. Coming out of lane 6. Heat 10 of 11, forthcoming. Alex Lopes in 1, Ray Whitaker 2, Alan Zhang 3, Garrett Jones 4, Brian Zapata 5, Kevin Jiang 6. Wow, this one is extremely tight. Looks like Garrett Jones. No, Ray Whitaker will take it, 22:91 out of lane 2. And ladies and gentlemen, this is our final heat of the day, heat 11. Don't blink or you will miss this race. Preston Amos in 1, Dan Backlund in 2, James Misto in 3, Zach Halsey in 4, William McClellan in 5, Matthew Wang in 6. 3. Misto out to the early lead in lane 3. Amos motoring at the bottom of the screen here. Who's it going to be? And it will be James Misto in lane 3, 22:07 for Misto. Whew. Time to catch our breath. What an exciting ending to a spectacular meet here at Seekonk High School this weekend. 22:07 for James Misto, the winning time there. Spectacular weekend of racing. And folks, I got to thank everyone for joining us here this weekend. Sincerely appreciate it. I do not know what the future holds for our streaming future. Once again, I've been told once we go back to Brown University, we cannot stream. But as long as we are at Seekonk High School, we will be streaming with this same setup. So if you liked what you saw today, don't be bashful. Tell your team ownership, whatever team that is. We certainly enjoyed bringing you all the action here today. Great afternoon swim meet. Patriots win Hopefully the Red Sox, who just got started a few minutes ago, are going to win. On behalf of Elisa Palchat, who was my talented video production assistant this afternoon for the last time, signing off from Seekonk High School, I am Jeremy Abreu. Have a great weekend.